I will be your math teacher, and we are learning solving two-step equations. So on the handout that you have, please write your name, date, and the period, and throughout the slides it will have information that you can fill out in your worksheet. So the objective today is that students will be able to solve two-step equations by completing the guided worksheet Now, by the end of this lesson, you'll be able to answer these questions. What did you learn and why is this important? Now, something that I want you to keep in mind as we go through the lesson is your how much you're comprehending the lesson and /skill. So you can do this through the self-monitoring rubric. So 1, I'm lost, what did you learn today? 2, I'm starting to understand, but I have questions. 3, I got it, but would like more practice. And 4, I feel confident that I could teach this. And just at the end of class, please tell me where you are on this rubric. So, what are two-step equations? A two-step equation is an algebraic equation that takes you 2 steps to solve. Now, some examples of these are 3b minus 4 equals 11, or 4x minus 3 equals 13, or 5x plus 13 equals 18. Now, something that you have to keep in mind in order to solve this is PEMDAS. Does everybody here know what PEMDAS means? Yes? Okay. So, how to solve a two-step equation? Now, the first step is to write down the problem. And the problem that we're going to be using today is 3b minus 4 equals 11. And the second step is to add or subtract to isolate the variable term. Do you guys know what the variable term means? Yeah. So, 3b minus 4 equals 11. Because we're subtracting a 4, we have to add it to both sides. And that leaves us with 3b equals 15. Now, the next step is to multiply or divide to solve for the variable. In this case, since we are multiplying the b by 3, we have to do the opposite operation, which means we have to divide by 3 on both sides. And that gives us b equals 5. Now we have the value of b. But in order to make sure that this is right, we have to check our solution. So, how to check our solution is to plug it into the equation. So 3 times 5 minus 4 equals 11. And 3 times 5 is 15. So 15 minus 4 equals 11. Now the last step is to combine all the like terms. Now 15 minus 4 is 11. And 11 equals 11. That is a true statement. Do you guys understand so far?
Yes.
Okay. Now we do it. This is another solution. If you flip to the back, this is one that we can do together. Now, the problem that we're going to be doing is 4x minus 3 equals 13. The next step is to add or subtract to isolate the variable term. Does anyone know what number we have to add or subtract?
-3.
So, since you have -3, you would be adding it. Yes, and that would give you 4b equals 16. Now we have to multiply or divide to solve the variable, for the variable. Now, since we are multiplying the 4 to the b, what do we have to do?
Divide by 4.
Divide by 4. Now we have to do it to both sides in order to keep the equation equal, and that means b equals 4. Now that we have b equals 4, we know the value of b. So then we have to check our solutions, plug it in, and then 16 minus 3 equals 13 because 4 times 4. And then when you subtract, it's 13 equals 13. Now, as a fun little thing, I'm going to give you a fun little song to keep this memorized. And this is like the lyrics of a two-step equation. Now this is a story all about how I figured out two-step equations. My brain got flipped, turned upside down, and I like to take a minute, just sit right there, and I'll tell you how I mastered a skill called two-step equations. In Yajaira's class and more on this PEMDAS cheat sheet, I spent most of my day reading out, writing, solving all cool. First we wrote down the problem on our worksheet, then we added or subtracted the variable term, started getting ready to end the process. I had one more step, multiply or divide, and then she said you gotta plug the solution into the equation.